Happy Monday and welcome to Daytime Live. I don't know why I said happy a while ago because there's nothing happy about a Monday morning.
That's
it's
not
dreaded.
true. We love Mondays here at Daytime Live. Thank you very much.
You saved me right there. You saved me.
Yes, I did.
As usual.
Always.
But we're wishing you a wonderful week. Remember, you can catch snippets of the program on televisionjamaica.com or you can watch us live at onespotmedia.com. And remember to use the hashtag TVJDTL to join in on conversation. I see few people use it one or two times.
Yes, you use it all the time though.
Yeah, I do. Because you have to keep people up to date.
I love that.
Come on.
You tell me what's happening, which is great.
Especially because with Starbucks coming now, everybody needs to use hashtag.
No.
Starbucks is hitting the rocks and
it's going to Montego Bay, actually,
yes.
which begs the question, why my Bay?
Because I mean the people them now come Jamaica for go Starbucks. I mean Starbucks is so popular overseas.
I agree. So why my Bay?
Well, I mean,
because my Bay is a tourist destination,
which doesn't make
primarily,
sense
which doesn't make sense because everybody's coming from New York not to go back to Starbucks that you have in New York or London or everywhere.
So why not Starbucks in Kingston? But it begs the question several things. For one, I think one positive that we can take out of it, and I think we spoke about it earlier up in one of the shows, employment opportunities.
That's true.
At least 30 people will get a little job.
At least 30.
So you can't really dispute that. I mean, it's wonderful that's happening.
Right.
But also it leads to question how the little man them go, the probably coffee vendors, etc. They will.
Are you calling Cafe Blue a little man? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
you're calling these places
not because. All right.
Is that what you're saying, Joel?
No, I'm not saying that. You
have Rituals that does great things. Love their smoothies. You have Cafe Blue, like I said, which I enjoy. You have Cannonball doing the liquor man.
No, I use the Nescafe machine, so I don't know half of what you're talking about.
No.
I joke. I know them. But when I say liquor man, I mean comparing to the fact
I understand what you mean.
Yeah,
the global power that is Starbucks. Yes.
So it's at least a question if they're going to go out of business or it might affect them.
But you know what though? Because as far as I'm aware, Blue Mountain Coffee actually exports to different Starbucks around the world. So are they still going to do that? Or is Starbucks going to get in and get theirs directly? So therefore you're cutting out income stream for some people?
I feel that would be an international betrayal.
I think so too.
Yes, so I don't think they should ever attempt to do that.
But I just say also
that would be best to use us.
The coffee that we have here in Jamaica is far, far better.
It's actually the best in the world.
I'm just saying. So I'm not going to pay no Starbucks money when I can have my good Jamaican coffee. I'm just going to throw that out there, Starbucks. Anyway.
Well, I mean, as I said before, it's good news. You can take the good from it, you can take the bad from it, but employment opportunity is always a plus for me.
True. And it also means that Jamaica, again, we're viable. People are coming. Big companies are coming to invest in us and to build, So
just the other day, I had a new
Jamaica.
furniture store. I think I'm not sure if it's Claire. I'm not sure it's pronounced. Whatever pronunciation. So they're using Jamaica. London looking at me like, what? But I'm not sure exactly.
Like, what are you talking about?
Speaking of Jamaica and the island that we love so much and the politics that we love that comes with it.
You love the politics, Joe.
I mean, I love the politics.
That's
you just have to love the politics.
You have to love the politics. Keep going, yes.
I see a little campaigning going around. I'm not sure if it's campaigning, if that's the correct term. But usually when election is on the horizon, you usually see these town halls.
Little trails,
yeah,
little like pop up here, hey guys, and little hey and hey London, hey.
Here's a pot of curry goat. I'm kidding.
It's
and
true though.
Now you have Peter Phillips and Prime Minister Holness who are hosting these town halls. Just the other day, Holness was in Ocho Rios.
Yeah.
And as I said before, usually you see that happening when it's election time. And remember.
Early election.
Yes, because there's always talks about that concerning the one seat majority minority because it's really not majority lead that JLP they have in the house.
Yeah.
So it's.
Do you think it has to do with that?
I think it's mainly
you personally, not the just his interpretation.
Personally, it's a means of gearing up for what might happen, because again, these politicians need to understand that at the end of the day, life comes at you. Anyway, shape or form.
Yeah.
You see, Derek Smith. So, it's you
it's
have to
strategic.
ensure that you're
So,
and I feel that it's a means of being prepared. Should in case something like that happen, because at the end of the day, you want to ensure that you're at the grassroots. The people. You want to make sure you keep the connection. And as I said before, it's mainly during that election period. You see this happening where people, I'm going on town hall right there and there.
Is it because people want to climatize themselves to Peter Phillips? Because he's. You think he's just trying to
for him,
touch everybody and say,
necessary.
I'm here.
For him, it's definitely necessary because you have to. I mean, he's a new leader, and he has to connect But at the same time, JLP
like Portia
can,
did, because she was good at that.
she was good at that. So at the same time, JLP can sit down and allow them to have these explorations, and not do something about it as well, or keep the connection for the people who got them in the lead, in the power. So
speaking of politics, though, what about my favorite leader, Trump? First 100 days. My favorite leader. How is that?
Because he made that declaration.
I'm being sarcastic, people. Don't hold me to that now. Sarcasm.
His first 100 days was a complete mess.
Did you
but
hear
I
that
think it was a good and bad mess. Somewhat.
What was good?
What was good about it was that he definitely is the first politician who probably stuck to his promise, because
Don't
almost
say
everything he
that.
said. No, I'm saying everything that he said.
Not.
Everything when the man say him I gonna do, him do.
Don't
Even if
touch
it never go through, him sign an executive order to get it done. I remember Obamacare was his first mission. I'm going to repeal and replace Obamacare.
But he tried to do that, and then it didn't happen.
But guess what happened?
So he's just keep trying, but you're failing, okay?
But guess what happened last week?
Fail Trump.
It passed the House and it's going to go to the Senate. So there's a strong possibility that it will come into effect.
Watching you, just saying.
But or is the other way? It passed the Senate and go to the House.
Pass the Senate and it's going to
yes, I can't bother with US politics. I know
Yeah,
our politics.
yeah.
But first 100 days for Trump,
before-
kind of dismal, but that's just Trump.
But don't forget, I read something that Trump actually wrote a little Twitter that said
A tweet?
a Twitter. That's not my thing. It's Joel. But he said something that if he had known that it would have been this hard being president, he wouldn't have done it.
But the funny thing is there's so many elections that took place this year that's taking place currently. Even in France, their
They
election
just had
as
theirs,
well.
yeah.
And there's more to come. I mean, leadership is changing.
Yeah.
Everybody wants somebody different, and it's
Yeah.
always competitive. Germany, UK, Theresa call election. Everybody calling election. Everybody wants a
UK.
change. And the funny thing is everybody is gravitating towards this new approach and this new appeal that somebody is bringing. I'm not sure how well it will work for me though, but
For me.
she have kind of
And with
mashed
all
up
the
over there.
newness, what about what is not so new in England? We have a change because the 97-year-old is 95, I think he is. He's stepping down.
That's Prince Philip.
Prince Philip.
Prince Philip stepping down from royal duties. The funny thing is, when I saw it on Twitter, everybody declared the man dead. Everybody
They
declared
did. Oh, he died?
because the Queen called an emergency meeting at Buckingham Palace, and
Yeah.
everybody start questioning say the man dead, and I'm like, no, wait.
He's just stepping down.
And there was a little meme. We told my people to do it. They're like, we got them or did we get them? So it was funny.
Yeah.
But still speaking of that and what happened across the world, there was a world breakdown with WhatsApp going out.
I know. Our producer had a hernia. He was like, what is going on with the WhatsApp thing? Chaz was not pleased. But
I mean, it goes to show how important this technology is, or is it
should not
really
be.
important, or should
But
not
I want
be?
to tell you, I didn't notice that it was down, to be fair.
I mean-
I went onto Facebook on my computer, and everything, because I have friends, and everybody was like, what's happened to WhatsApp in China? What's happened to WhatsApp in London? What's happening? And I was like,
Everybody had it having a breakdown.
Everybody,
What
yeah.
happened to the good old conversations? I mean, come on. Even for me, it wasn't really a problem because I never really had service. Says after,
Don't say that out loud,
after in the
Joe.
night. Come on,
Didn't have service.
Common problems. The megabytes them don't last long. Anyways, when I go on Twitter now, I realize this catastrophe is taking place in the world and everybody is out. Landia, look like you never manage either.
Londia doesn't have a phone. She doesn't have a phone. She's still sending the bird.
But
the
that's
carrier
crazy.
pigeon.
That's crazy. The world went into
Yeah.
a frenzy. Still speaking of world again, so we're good at tying this thing because I'm going to go to world record now.
You're going to talk about my husband, aren't you?
Who's the husband? Because
Because I
everybody's-
said so. Don't
everybody's-
tell him, though.
Everybody's your husband, you
No,
know?
it's just him.
Anyway, big congratulations to Asafa Powell.
Congratulations,
he will
honey.
be.
We love you.
Yes, he has made the Guinness Book of World Record for the person with the most 100-meter sub-tens.
Sub-tens, yes.
Which is like 97
Yeah,
sub-tens, and he's
yeah.
now looking to run a 98th one
Yeah.
coming up in Doha.
But I must say this though, with Asafa, he always get the records, but kind of the wrong ones. So I love you though, honey. Just saying. But the ones that we're expecting him to yes, he tends to not quite make the mark, not quite cut it.
Listen, for me, once you put Jamaica on the map, that is enough.
And he was the first.
And he was the
He was
first,
the first,
so a lot of people
and
still
he's the
have
most.
him. Yes.
So hubby, I'm so proud of you. We'll talk later.
Remember, the man engaged with him,
I
so be
know, right?
careful.
Don't tell her either.
But that's big congratulations to Asafa Powell on copying that. Once Jamaica go on the map, we're good.
We're good
And that's
to go.
most important. But there's so much to talk about today, Nisha Yen. That
Look
was
tired,
what was
Joe.
buzzing.
Look tired. Yeah.
So much work doing,
Lies.
Dancing will stress you out sometimes?
No, never.
So my work stress me out sometime. This is Daytime Live and we will be right back.
Bye.